York, so competitive in whatever the races are. So yeah, like I say, he's got course form and he seems in good order. So he's come back down to a mark where he's competitive off.
Didn't think I'd see you today. I thought you'd been Windsor for Thornaby Pearl.
I thought about it for about 5 seconds. Yeah, no, Sarah's gone down with him. So again, he'd have a chance down there. He's in good form. He's I don't know what's happened to him this year. He's really thriving on his racing. So I need him like that because I ain't got too many in at the moment. So no, they're running well.
Good stuff. Wish you well.
Top man. Thank you.
One was about to head out onto the track for our penultimate race of the afternoon, the racingtv.com handicap over 5 furlongs, starting in the chute at the top of the home straight. 2 horses went to post early. On the big screen you'll see the first of them already there. Horse number 2, Emperor's Son. Joanna Mason on board for trainers Samantha and Jacqueline Cow, the colours of Edward Wilkin. Light blue jacket with the dark blue sash and sleeves and a quartered cap. And also already down at the start is horse number 1, Tees Aggregates, Jack Garrity for trainer Adrian Nichols, and the colours of Ingleby Bloodstock Limited in the Ivy League, the royal blue jacket with the yellow epaulets, stars on the sleeves and a red cap. 2 in the race for trainer Ruth Carr. Tom Eves is on board Invincible Crown, and the colours of Grange Park Racing, the beige jacket with the brown seams and armlets, and a brown cap for horse number 9, Invincible Crown. Our absent friends, 130 favourite ahead of Staniel Key at 9-2. Tees Aggregates 11-2, 13-2 Canaria Queen, 15-2 Between the Sticks, 9-1 Cheerleader and 10-1 Bar. Next one out is Staniel Key, machine on board for Grant Chewer. White jacket with the blue seam, striped sleeves and yellow cap. Number 4 is Miss Brazen, Billy Garrity for Mick and David Easterby. Green and yellow Diablo jacket. Number 6 is Canaria Queen, Duran Fenton for Tim Easterby, the Senators colours, the red jacket with the black star, chevrons on the sleeves, red cap with a black star. 5 is Between the Sticks, James Sullivan for Ruth Carr, red and white striped jacket, grey sleeves. 7 is Beaumadier, Hope Regan for Mark Lochnan, black jacket with the mauve chevron, star on the cap. 11 is Cheerleader, Andrea Mullen for Tina Jackson, the colours of Derek and Caroline Thompson, royal blue disc on the white jacket and sleeves and a hooped cap. Number 3 is Our Absent Friends, David Allen for Tristan Davidson, colours of R.W. Hislop, the dark blue jacket, red sleeves with the white spots. Stars, I should say, the blue cap with the white star. And the last one out was also number 10, Irish Dance, Zach Wheatley for Declan Carroll, the colours of P. Ziegler, the orange jacket with the grey chevron, hoop sleeves, and the green and orange hooped cap. Course again, shoot at the top of the home straight. Thanks to Racing TV for their support of this race. And Our Absent Friends is at the top of the market, was actually 4th in this corresponding race last year.
Yeah, wish Ed Wrinkles well. A couple of chances here with Tees Igret, and obviously at Windsor later on in the evening. He went down earlier and we saw it in the nursery, just classed dropper into this grade. He is drawn out in 8th. He wasn't well drawn in the jump.
Yeah, I mean, this is a wide open race. It's betting accordingly, but he's one of the ones you've got to give a chance to. Back here at Catterick, he does like the track. The grade is much more suitable for him. I'd have a little bit of a doubt about off 70 without a claim, because when he won here in June, he had Our Absent Friends, the favourite, in behind him that day, didn't he? But he did have Jack Nicholls taking off 5, so he's £2 higher than that and no claim. So it does make things a little bit tougher from a handicapping perspective. I think he's on about the right sort of rating, but the course and distance does give him a chance at this level. But there are plenty of them that fit that bill. The horse I was most interested in here, I said it earlier, was Cheerleader, the bottom filly. For Tina Jackson, Tina's recent stable form been very positive. She's had Night Emperor win on the 29th of July, Without Flaw won a few days later at Catterick, and then His Finest Hour, Dubai Venture, the last 2 runners from the yard have both finished second. So stable form has definitely turned around completely in recent weeks for Tina Jackson. Cheerleader only had 3 starts so far this season. She's got progressively better with each of them. And her latest start at Ripon, off the same handicap mark of 54, that was 3 weeks ago, was a good run. She was beaten just a neck in a very tight finish to the line. Finished 3rd of 6, but she wasn't beaten far. And if she can build on that again, I think we can expect her to be back somewhere close to her best form, and that best form saw her win at this track quite comfortably last season. So it is a higher grade, I suppose, than she needs to contest, but I do think she's coming to the boil. So 9-1, draw in stall 3, that looks a good thing as well today, doesn't it? The action seems to be unfolding over that far side, and she's drawn over there as well. So I thought she had a good each-way chance.
Our Absent Fence next door in stall 4. Again, an ease and grade from Thirsk Friday night.
It is, yeah. I was a little bit surprised when I put the market up and he was favourite, just because I was at Thirsk the other day and he ran a fairly dull race, didn't he? Finished last of the 9, but it was a better race than this. This isn't uncompetitive, but that was a better race. It was a 0-80. Full of informed horses, and it was a tough spot for him. So he probably will find it more to his liking back in this grade and back at Catterick.
Yep, where he's got good course form, win and place. The one we don't know that much about is Stanley Kay. Grant Cheers starting out with him today.
Yeah, I can see the case for him. I was a bit worried coming here, the ground might be a bit quick, but we've seen that it's maybe a little bit easier than we imagined. Drawn in stall number 1. I think he's a horse that will definitely have a bit of success for Grant. He's got a bit of size. I think he'll train on into his older years as well. And he started his life in handicaps, sort of progressing with that big field win at Nottingham back in the spring.
Yeah. Just watching him, I wonder how he'll handle the early part of Catterick.
Yeah, that is an unknown. He's not been here before. Sorry, he has been here before, hasn't he? He ran here last summer. Finished 4th. He wasn't at his best, and he didn't have much experience at that point in time.
Okay, Beaumadier is going to be next into stall 6 for Mark Loughlin, yard apprentice Hope Regan.
He's been pretty consistent, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Beaumadier.
I hope, as I have to ride in our first winner, Chepstow, recently. Our absent friend still outlined, Cheerleader, the one you were making a case for Tees Aggregate, and Miss Brazen will be last to be offered up, which she normally is. Yeah,
between the sticks, he's about a 7 or 8 to 1 shot, isn't he, at the moment, between the sticks. He's been consistent this year as well. Still on a rating of 68, which is just hovering around the right sort of mark for him, but he usually runs his race, and he's got that good record at Catterick. He has won off this mark of 68 already this season. That was back in April. It's Cheerleader. Hoping she runs really well today. I think there's a lot stacked in her favour.
Yeah, into stall 3. That will leave 3 out of line. Our absent friends, who's at the head of the market. Tees Aggregate. And then Miss Brazen. The brothers Billy and Jack Garrity, both out of line. They'll be the last couple to go forward for our penultimate race. We concluded 4:45 with a 1 mile handicap. As Tees Aggregate going to go into stall 8. They ran the jump jockeys Nunthorpe last time at York, in much calmer waters here this afternoon. That will leave our absent friends and Miss Brazen to go in as we head up and get the call once again with Gary.
Last pair coming in, our absent friends and Miss Brazen for this RacingTV.com handicap. All in. They're off. 5 furlongs in front of them from the stalls towards the centre. Beaumadier broke out smartly, showing early pace with our absent friends and Canaria Queen closer to the running grail, also prominent in a red jacket. Irish Dancer in green and orange is next, followed by Between the Sticks and then Cheerleader and Stan Your Key, the yellow cap against the rail, held up in midfield. Tees Aggregates next, followed to the outside by Invincible Crown, the back pair Miss Brazen, and finally Emperor's Son. Already inside the 3. Our absent friends on the far running grail just in front, from Beaumadier to the outside in second. Canaria Queen between that pair in third, followed by Gold Dancer. Then towards the outside is Between the Sticks. Cheerleader in on the inside, Stan Your Key, looking for a bit of racing room. Furlong and a half to go. Our absent friends off the front, 2 lengths clear from Canaria Queen in second. Stan Your Key on the inside of Cheerleader. Then Between the Sticks. They're inside the final half furlong. Our absent friends and David Allen out in front, 4 lengths clear, racing inside the final 50 yards. Our absent friends goes on to score. Just about made all. Canaria Queen second, Cheerleader third, and in fourth, Stan Your Key.
Yeah, dominant performance from our absent friends. For Tristan Davis and David Allen on board, always to the 4. As beaten in second place, Canaria Queen for Timmy Spain, Duran Fentiman. And in third was Cheerleader for Tina Jackson and Andrew Mullen. So stall 4 beats stall 2, stall 3 third, stall 1 fourth.
Yeah, he hasn't forgotten to win today, has he? Back at Catterick, obviously a much more suitable grade and race for him, and possibly track than last time out. And just 3 days on from not beating a rival at Thirsk, he is absolutely bolted up. The draw helping him over that far side, loads of early speed, and yeah, he wasn't for catching from this point on. It was clear that he was going to take a lot of pegging back, and they haven't got near him.
They haven't. The pace really holding up, low draws really holding up.
Yeah, I think that's been a key aspect as well, hasn't it?